So, today we are going to explore the wonderful world of free VSTs. Today it's a free vocoder, and I hope you gain enjoyment from this vocoder. It is an 11-band vocoder, but it is, again, completely free. So, that's a thing. And it's made for voice processing was the idea it was made with. It's made by the fellows over here. Let's pull them up from TAL. This is the TAL-Vocoder. I'll put a link in the description to this very thing, and you can download it. You can download it. It's available 64, 32, and for Mac. I do not know that much about Mac, but it is not compatible with 10.10 or higher, whatever that means. So again, they have a little bit here, and they have a manual available too. But on to the important stuff. So this is the vocoder. This is what it sounds like, and it's pretty cool because it's own internal carrier. Now, if you don't know what a vocoder is and you've never touched a vocoder, go check out my. I have a vocoder, fruity vocoder in the FL12 effect series, and then go check out. That's a beginner one, an intro, and then if you're really into it, check out Vocodex. I have a 5-part series in that FL12 effect series following it. So go check that out if you're new to vocoders. Because I'm not going to talk about routing. I'm going to reference how routing is done with most vocoders, and because this is about the thing that you're getting a free thing. So at this point in time, it's free. I mean, maybe it will crash and burn later, won't be free again later, but right now it's free. So it's called the TAL-Vocoder again, and it's cool because it's got this carrier section, and this carrier section includes a whole bunch of different waveforms, and you can set up the routing. Now, if you're going to use these, you have to set it up to take a MIDI signal from here, because you can only load it up as an effect. At least that's how it is in FL. So I have my voice, and it's running into here, and then it reaches the TAL-Vocoder, and I've set that up to go to import port 0, and then on my MIDI effects, here's my MIDI out. It's on port 0, so I'm controlling the internal carrier with that. And so that's what's controlling this carrier. If you're like, how the heck do I get this carrier to work? That's what you got to do. So if they didn't make it, none of that made sense to you, and you go watch those other videos. So
now when I play notes, you can hear them as really amazing voices.
And if I take it up a few octaves,
Here we are, talking about this.
and as you can see, it's really great and wonderful and amazing. So you have a choice here. You have so let's demo these. And that's the pulse wave. So that's really cool.
This is what it sounds like lower.
So this is really great. For an 11-band vocoder, it sounds pretty freaking good. I mean, I don't have any beef against Pitcher, but I think this has a smoother sound to it. Pitcher does things, it goes about it a different way. So I'd use it a different way. That's how, right after the Vocodex video, if you're wondering what Pitcher is, it's another FL effect. So here's a
Sound oscillator. It sounds like this. It sounds like this. It's a sound oscillator. It's a great carrier signal.
So that's sub oscillator, and then finally you have this noise thing. So let's turn that up. Now notice I have poly mode on. So real quick.
This is the voice. This is the noise. This is someone who is really having a problem and wants to touch you and see if you have anything for them. Do you have anything for me?
And so that's the noise. You see that? The noise one, that one's weird, man. So anyways, those are your options for the carrier. You have this fine tune. I've yet to figure out how to do a double click doesn't seem to reset values. Alt click doesn't. So I don't know how to reset them other than just eyeball it. You have this tune, which is linked to the same thing. The same thing applies for the saw wave. Sub, you can't. Noise, you can't. You have a portamento option. I've never seen this option before. So you have portamento, so you can do stuff like this. I mean, if you're using an external carrier, then it doesn't matter. You could just use portamento on your synth. But here, you can turn portamento on, and this is the time the portamento takes.
So I'm talking like this.
So let's see if I can get a more clear demonstration. Anyways, that's that. You can change the octave range. This is going to be so much editing. I'm going to have to take out my actual voice during these parts. So you can go down lower. So as you can see, it sounds just like Daft Punk. Again, only 11 bands. Like, I am pretty floored by the fact this is 11 bands. This oscillator sync, I can only give my best guess. I didn't dig too deep to find out what this jazz is all about, but the oscillator sync, I assume it restarts because other VSTs, it restarts all your carrier synths if you have multiple ones open. I assume it starts them all at the same phase. So it'll start the phase at the beginning. So it'll sync them all up, if you know what I'm saying. Again, not 100% sure, and I didn't do like extensive listening tests to find out if that's really what it does, but if that's a thing. As far as the internal carriers are concerned, I really like them. I think they sound really good. I would use these. And so if maybe you're doing a live thing, you could do that. I slapped a little bit of reverb on mine, and I've got the chorus engaged right now. Now in this vocoder, you have an 11-band graphic equalizer. Now, what's cool is there's 11 bands. There's 11 bands of your vocoder. So this is literally just manipulating those 11 bands. So let's just do that a little bit. Let's move some of these around. It says voice character control. It's an EQ. So
Here we are talking to you. I am pleased to hold. Now I am filling up this hole. Give me some bass. I want a some bass. Never mind, that was a great idea. Building better, stronger, faster. This is I do not give political opinions while I'm on YouTube.
So now we have this detects SS sounds. Most vocoders have this option. Everyone I've touched so far does. So your voice has sibilants in it, those S sounds, and this will use filters, and it will isolate those frequencies that tend to have those sounds and let them through. So that your wonderful voice can be more easily understood, because that's something we use as humans to tell vocal speech, to tell speech intelligibly. So that helps you be heard. We have this harmonic option. It says it introduces more harmonics to any carrier, or is it modulator? I can't remember which, but it adds harmonics, which it doesn't tell me how it does this, but it does. So I'm going to turn chorus off. So
This is what it sounds like without chorus.
and yeah, this chorus, I have chorus covered in a variety of places on my channel. Just look up chorus. You'll find some place that explains what a chorus does. I have at least like 3 or 4 of these videos. So, because there's one in FM8, there's one in Massive, there's one in the 12 Effects series, there's one in Contact. So you're going to find a chorus somewhere on my channel. Release and volume. Now these are the envelope follower. So this is something that's covered in my vocodec series. This generates an envelope to follow. If you know what this is, then that's great. So yeah, it generates an envelope follower, so you can manipulate those settings here if that's something you desire. You have a clip button, tells you if you're clipping, and that's something that I don't see on any of FL12 native. I probably am like stating this and it's wrong, but I don't see it on most of the plugins. So this is something that's really useful, and mixing engineers will be down for that kind of a thing. That way they're like, hey, my mix is clipping. It's kind of a nice thing to know. We have panic. It's an all notes off button if for whatever reason you need to kill the jazz. You have chorus again. So
Chorus. It sounds really nice.
they do have some presets. So you come over here, you can choose a preset. So there's we have poly mode. With that off, you
can only play one note at a time. But in polyphonic mode, you can be more dramatic in type like this. So it's pretty cool. Okay.
anyways. So that's that. And that's pretty much it. Now, okay, one more thing. You can input mode on as left-right carrier. I cover this in the Fruity Vocoder series and the FL and the Vocodec series. So the Fruity Vocoder series, the FL12, it's in that video. So again, just go over there if you want to know, like, let's say I want to use this harmer as my vocoder. I've already got it routed correctly, and I'm not going to show you how to do that because you could just go watch that video. But if I turn this on, this turns the carrier off, and now when I play notes,
Now I'm using harmer to do this. then if I turn the volume up on harder, it will come through more. You can play notes. I can move you.
So I can manipulate notes and do all those nifty things, and I can use Harmor or whatever I want. I could use a whole bunch of synthesizers, and as long as I route them correctly, I can use them all as a legitimate carrier or modulator. So again, that's stuff that I cover pretty well in my other video, routing and set that all up. This is version 1.02. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more versions. And you can also click here to support them. It'll take you to, I believe, a donation page or just the main page or something. It'll take you there. So that's that. I hope you enjoy this free plugin. Make some cool jazz. Drop whatever cool jazz you make in the comments. And if you have any questions, drop those in the comments. If it has to do with how vocoders work, go watch those other 2 videos. And if you still find something that you're like, what does this do? Then you can drop it down there. Subscribe and have a blessed day.
Opposing gloves. Reversing.